This is Finance Spotlight, brought to you by ThinkSpace Media. I've received some pretty bad financial advice in the past. I've missed out on a lot of crypto's upside, and I've invested heavily in options only to end up losing a significant amount of money. There are common pieces of advice about investing that I think are just not true. Let me share with you the 3 worst pieces of financial advice I've ever received and how you can learn from my mistakes. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can make more informed decisions and potentially save yourself from costly errors. Investing wisely is crucial, and sometimes learning from others' experiences can be the best guide. In this video, I'm about to unveil some of the worst financial advice I've ever heard. Advice that could steer you off course if followed blindly. Stick around till the end to uncover these misconceptions and discover a clearer path to financial success. And hey, don't forget to subscribe. Like this video if you find it valuable, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's get started. Number 1. Don't go into debt. You know, one of the first things people always say about money is, don't go into debt. And I get it, especially if you're just spending on stuff you don't really need. But here's the thing. They make it sound like debt is this big, scary monster straight out of an old horror movie. Truth is, there's such a thing as good debt. These days, I'm actually leveraging cheap debt to invest in other assets. It's like this thing called arbitrage, borrowing at 1% and then earning a much higher return elsewhere. Of course, it's not without its risks, and you've got to know what you're doing. Recently, I managed to secure a 10-year fixed personal line of credit at just 2.75%. Now that's pretty sweet. And with that, I've been able to achieve double-digit returns on my investments. So, when people tell you never to go into debt, I think they're missing the bigger picture. Sure, credit card debt or reckless borrowing can be dangerous, but borrowing wisely for investments can actually be a smart move. It's all about understanding the risks and finding opportunities that make sense for your financial goals. For me, it's been a strategy that's paid off well. Number 2. Single-family investing leads to financial freedom. The second worst piece of financial advice I've ever received is that single-family investing leads to financial freedom. I used to hear that a lot, and I know many still believe it's the golden ticket. But let me tell you from my experience, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Over the past 15 years, I've been knee-deep in single-family investing, and I've seen firsthand how much time and energy it consumes. It's more of a long-term commitment, not a quick path to freedom. Sure, there are success stories out there where people have achieved financial freedom through single-family properties, but it's not as easy or quick as some make it sound. It often takes years of hard work, countless phone calls, and managing multiple properties, sometimes as many as 40. Even with a property manager, it's still a full-time job because of the slow and often unpredictable nature of rental income. Take where I live in Pasadena, for example. In California, the market conditions often make it hard to find properties that generate positive cash flow, especially after putting down a hefty 20% down payment. It's a capital-intensive investment that ties up your funds for the long haul. I'd be looking at spending somewhere between $4,000, $5,000 a month if I were to own a house. But for less than $3,500 a month, I can rent and free up my money for other investments. Now, I know some of you might disagree, and that's totally fine. Personally, I prefer putting my money into multifamily assets. They're a much more efficient asset class for several reasons. Imagine owning 50 individual houses. If there's a maintenance issue, you have to call someone in, pay them by the hour, and maybe they'll need to run out for supplies, taking up an entire day for just one property. Multiply that by 50 houses, and you're looking at a significant time and money drain. Now, contrast that with a 50-unit apartment complex. Everything is centralized. You have on-site staff to handle issues, and you can often use standardized parts for repairs, which cuts down on costs and maintenance time. It's a much more streamlined and efficient model. I've seen time and again how financial freedom can truly come through investing in larger multifamily properties. People who make the switch often find they're not only saving money, but also freeing up their time from the headaches that come with managing multiple single-family homes. So, when it comes to investing advice, I've learned to steer clear of single-family properties if possible. Multifamily investments offer better efficiency, potentially higher returns, and a lot less stress in the long run. If you like topics like the biggest scam in finance, 2024, and you want more like this, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more great content to help you stay healthy. Number 3. Pay your house off early. The third piece of advice I've often heard is the suggestion to pay off your house early. It's a pervasive belief promoted by financial gurus, echoed by friends, and passed down by well-meaning family members. The idea sounds appealing at first glance. Imagine the freedom of owning your home outright, with no monthly mortgage payments hanging over your head. It offers a sense of security and stability, especially in uncertain economic times. However, while the appeal of being debt-free is understandable, paying off your mortgage early may not be the best financial strategy for many people, and here's why. In today's economic climate, where interest rates are at historic lows, typically around 3%, the cost of borrowing money is relatively cheap. By paying off your mortgage early, you effectively lock in that 3% return on your money. But here's the critical consideration. Inflation rates often outpace this modest return. Inflation rates can fluctuate, but have recently been in the range of 6 to 9% annually. This means that the purchasing power of your money decreases over time if it's tied up in paying off low-interest debt like a mortgage. Instead of focusing solely on paying off your mortgage early, it's essential to consider alternative investment opportunities that offer higher returns. For instance, investments in multifamily properties, self-storage facilities, or syndicated real estate deals outside of traditional Wall Street investments can potentially yield annualized returns of 10 to 20%. These investments not only provide a hedge against inflation, but also have the potential to significantly grow your wealth over time. Ultimately, the decision to pay off your mortgage early or invest elsewhere should align with your financial goals, risk tolerance, and overall financial plan. It's crucial to educate yourself about the various options available and understand the opportunity costs involved in each decision. While paying off your home may offer emotional satisfaction and reduce monthly expenses, it's essential to weigh these benefits against the potential financial gains from investing in higher-yielding assets. So, what's the worst financial advice you've ever received? I'm curious to hear your experiences and perspectives. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're interested in exploring investment opportunities or learning more about navigating the current economic landscape, consider joining our investment club or checking out our special report on investing in today's market conditions. This is Finance Spotlight, brought to you by ThinkSpace Media. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Together, let's start on a journey towards financial success.